So, we are talking about Cardi B's Am I the Drama. This album is, I'm just going to go out the gate. This album sucks. I've talked about two bad albums in a row, because Il Scuddy ain't no good either. Today's album, Am I the Drama, is not good. Which kind of sucks for Cardi B. I've never been a fan. I like her first album, Invasion of Privacy. I think that album's pretty good, and I like WAP. She's got a couple other good songs like Bodak. Is it Bodak Yellow? Is that the name of it? I think it's what it's called. And then there's Money. That's a good song. There's a phase there where she was like pretty like okay, not dropping hot garbage. Was there some bad songs? Yes. Were they? Well, I mean, was there a lot of them? No. But then, you come to more recent times where it felt like her drops were kind of getting a lot less like care, a lot less polish, a lot less like she was actually trying. And it was very noticeable that she wasn't trying that hard. This album has, let me double check how many years between this and Invasion of Privacy. I want to say it was 8. So from 2, 5, it was 7. Sorry, it was 7. There's so many editions of this. There's the Snow Mix, Ultimate Edition, Time Edition, Bonus Edition, and if you want to know why this album sold so many copies first week, it was because she put WAP and Up, which were songs that dropped. One of those dropped, I want to say, 6 years ago. I'm double checking, but Up dropped in 2021. So that was 4 years ago. WAP dropped in 2020. That was 6 years ago. Or, well, 2025. That was 5 years ago from the album dropping. One of those songs has a billion streams and was a number one song. Two of them they were both number one songs, and you're slapping them onto the end of your album. That's just like, come on now. Like, that's just so, like, sellout? Come on now. I mean, I get it, but, like, come on, Cardi. I mean, there's like nothing really memorable about this bloated. If you don't count the last two songs, it's 21 songs. None of this is memorable. I have the track list right here. I don't even know where to start. Dead is not a good intro. Summer Walker is just kind of fine on this song. It's almost like everyone knew what this was and no one tried. Selena Gomez sounds like she doesn't try. Kalani actually sounds okay. Double F, no. Lizzo, what are we doing? Another Summer Walker song, what are we doing? Cash Cobain, sucks. Lourdes, not good. Janet Jackson is not a feature. You definitely just heard the first part of WAP. But Tyla, fine. Janet Jackson, it's a sample. It's not an actual feature. What else did I have on my notes? I don't know why this album like exists. Because she already went so long without dropping. The music was on a steady decline, and she is not even close to the same amount of spotlight she was in. She's more in the spotlight now for dating Stephon Diggs and his drama instead of her actual music. Which, I mean, that's just kind of, it's no one's fault but her own. I mean, that's kind of what happens whenever you don't drop music. That's just kind of how it goes. You don't drop an album. I remember when this album was supposed to be called, what was it supposed to be called? Tiger Woods. That was the first version of this, and then that was like 2 years after her album. That's when she was dropping her singles. It was supposed to be coming out soon. I remember when she was beefing with Nicki Minaj. I remember when Cardi B like was actually growing for like her rapping, and I haven't heard anything about her music in forever besides this, and this is not good. So obviously the reception was not good, and neither was how long it stayed, like the topic of conversation. The week after this dropped, it was basically forgot about. And I forgot about it too because I didn't like it. Why would I listen to an album I dislike more and more and more? That doesn't really make sense. Hello is bad. Magnet is bad. Imaginary Players is bad. Dope Bodega Baddie bad. Salute bad. I don't even want to keep going. None of them are good. I'm gonna look at the difference between what's the bonus edition. What does that have? Don't do too much. So a little bonus song dropped a whole new edition of your album just for one extra song. The Time edition has Time, but with Lotto as a remix. I haven't even heard that song. Ultimate Edition has this has 33 songs. This has Please Me, which was I think went number 1. If it didn't go number 1, went really high on Billboard with Bruno Mars. Um Time, there's 3 versions of Time. You've got the one with Lotto, you've got one with Jeezy, and then you've got one with Jeezy and Lotto. And then you've got Don't Do Too Much is also on here. Press, 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 press. That's a good song, by the way. That came out years ago and is on here. Another really popular song. Like What Freestyle came out like 2 years ago. Bongos came out like 2 years ago. That song sucks. Enough in Miami might have came out 1 year ago from this album's release, and it's not good either. I think that's the song that like copies Ski Mask's flow. I think that's the same song. Money is on here too. That came out years ago. Good song though. And that, like, why? What is the Snow Mix? The Snow Mix just has the additions, the 3 Time editions. And honestly, if you ask me, that's so tasteless. That's so bad for music. It's just, it's a disdain on the Spotify list. I mean, like, that genuinely, like, that insults me. That insults my soul. That insults other rappers who work hard on one piece of work. I mean, like, come on now. This is just the biggest sellout, like, shit ever. Like, it sounds so bad. It makes me fighting mad. Like, you don't understand how bad I don't like it. It's bad music. And, like, I think having samples on beats with singers is one of the stupidest things you can do, depending. It can work. It can work. But most of the time it doesn't. And none of the times it works, it doesn't work here. Why, if you have Summer Walker on your song where she sings beautifully, why put a sample over it? Why take less attention from Summer Walker's voice? Especially when it doesn't work in the first place. Not Summer Walker's voice, the sample, when the sample doesn't work in the first place. This doesn't make sense. Yeah, this album sucks. 0 out of 10. This is the first 0 I think I've ever given. And I told myself I would never give a 0. This is the first 0. I genuinely do not think that there is a single lick of actual reason to listen to this. There is nothing positive. There's nothing. Zilch. Subscribe, please.